welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm doing a cute little pink set for breast cancer awareness. Plus, it's the fall season now. I'm not supposed to been get this video out, but I'm just now getting to doing a voiceover. This video is long. Everything is in real time except for the shaping and filing. I just want to do a good little long video for the one time. Product wise, the nude I'm using is a custom that I made myself. I forgot what it's called. I do not remember. The nail tips are from Dream Nail Supply. I am using hers, I think a size 12 acrylic brush. And I think that's it as far as product wise. Monomer is from Ina Couture. Um, this nail set is like a lot of nail art going on, which I'm not good at. But for today's set, it came out pretty decent. I did do both hands, but for today's video, you will see me do application for both hands. But as far as nail art, I only did her right hand, which is the left for y'all, if you see it right here, on camera this way, and then her other hand, I did it a different format, just so I can do like TikTok content or YouTube shorts. I don't know how to like film one whole video and then edit it to where I can post it on multiple platforms. I don't know how folks do that unless they do it the way I did it and just do it two separate things. Um, Unless you can convert the format, I don't know how to do all that stuff. So I just did the way I did it. It's not really nothing hard or nothing crazy. I just took my time and did it. It did take a while because I'm trying to film one hand doing this and I stopped. And a couple hours later, I did the other hand. And both hands do not look the same. Of course, they are sisters, not twins, but a little bit of cousins. If I do say so myself. Me and her did go to Hobby Lobby, and she was like, "Ooh, you should get pink crystals." I was like, "Why? What would I do with the pink crystals?" And then I was like, "Oh, October Breast Cancer Awareness Month," and this how this set came in mind. This nail set is kind of like one of the main popular ones you will see during the fall season. It's really, really simple and easy. We got the pumpkins, the plaid. I did add my own little twist to them. But for the most part, this nail set is like something that's already been done a million times. But anyway, since there's a lot of things going on in this video, I am going to touch on a couple of things that I've been thinking about doing lately. One being that I have been getting rid of a lot of stuff. So in a couple of videos or whenever I post them, you'll see me showing you some stuff that I'm getting rid of. If anybody want it, you can reach out to me. I just got rid of over 100 gel polishes, and I think I'm almost down to like keeping the ones that I want to keep and I know I'm going to use. But for the most part, a lot of the stuff that I have just been sitting, so why not give it away to anybody who wants them? Of course, shipping you have to pay for it. But for the most part, I do have some custom acrylics that I'm trying to see, do I want to keep them up or just give them away? But I don't know yet. And I also have been thinking about like redoing the whole making more custom acrylics, but I don't think anybody like wants them. But if anybody's interested, in me starting back up doing a custom acrylics, y'all let me know. I had a couple ladies definitely say like, "Oh, I wish you were still selling and all that good stuff," which I have been thinking about, but currently I don't know. Maybe I should start back doing them. A lot of things going to change. Packaging, all that will be changed up, and as far as pricings, that it will go up. Just because I was lowballing myself too much, to whereas I was basically losing too much just making custom acrylics for fun, and I just didn't think it was like worth it at the end. But we will see. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Now I know most people won't watch these videos because usually people watch my shorts and not the like long form content. And this one is over an hour long, which I can understand. But it's a lot of nail art in here. I decided to just film. Um, I really don't make a lot of content anymore for real. If you don't know, I am a licensed nail tech in the state of Georgia. Yeah, I did go to nail school. I didn't film it or anything like that. I told a few people that I went to school. Or I think I mentioned it in like months and months ago that I was going to school, and people probably didn't realize or pay attention. So that's where I've been at. Um, School was only like 7 months, so it wasn't really bad. I did go ahead and pass the state board. I am licensed now. But yeah, as far as taking clients and stuff like that, I'm not doing that right now. But in due time, who knows, I might start, but it's just something I wanted to do and get out the way. So your girl is now officially licensed, and of course, I am gonna get the license like transferred for Alabama as well. Um, School was not cheap. You know, especially paying out of state versus in state. I went to school in Georgia. And overall, it was pretty good. I didn't have no complaints. I will say that as far as getting ready prepared for state board, I bought a lot of stuff. Um, Everything changed for state board for Georgia. I don't know for other states, but in Georgia, it's like dumbed down a little bit. Like anybody can get their license now, but for the most part, it was super easy. I felt like the proctors really didn't care as long as you did everything safely, you would have passed. But as far as that, I know what I was doing. But anyways, if y'all want to see some content like that, as far as me showing y'all how to use odorless acrylic and stuff like that, because I still got some. I was gonna give it away. I might still do that just in case anybody want to practice with odorless monomer and acrylic. I do have a brand new drill and stuff like that I'm gonna give away. Some of the stuff I have I don't even need. Like I buy stuff, don't need. I really don't get any PR for real for any brands. The last PRs I got was probably from Beatles and what's the other brand? I can't think of Born Pretty. Those are the only two that I currently get PR from, and I don't really like accept a whole lot from them as well, anyways. But as far as content wise, I say I'm gonna do something, but then I turn around and I change my mind and I don't do it. But we will see. Um, I'm thinking about probably when it gets into the holidays. I won't say holidays, but closer towards when people are out of school, like vacations, um, breaks. That's probably when I'm gonna step up the content a little bit more. But right now, I really don't have time to be filming, or I'm just not in the mood to film. But for today's sake, I did some nails, and I'm finally deciding to do the voiceover. I'm not gonna talk y'all heads off all the way throughout this whole video, but um, like I said, it is in real time, so you will see this set probably took like 2.5 hours for both entire hands. But for today's video, you're only gonna see a right hand being shown on camera. And if you check out my TikTok or Instagram or YouTube shorts, you will see me doing her other hand, which is gonna be a little bit different. Um, I kind of struggled doing this nail set. I don't know what it was, but I think it was probably the brush that I was used to do nail art with. And all the alcohol, not alcohol, acetone I'm using, and alcohol I'm using, just drying out the brushes, so it make it a little hard for me to do nail art and stuff. But for the most part, y'all let me know how y'all feel about today's video. Do y'all like the long videos? I know some people don't, and that's okay. I really don't care. I'm gonna continue to make content because I enjoy doing it, and I don't get paid for it. But anyways, y'all sit back and enjoy this, and I'll be back in a little bit. as y'all can see, I flew through her left hand. I finally got the groove of doing the acrylic application because I struggle with her right hand. I don't know why, but when I first started on nails, one hand's gonna always look better than the other. And it's definitely the left hand look better than the right one. But for the most part, I love the way these nails came out. Application was very good. Usually sometimes when I'm filming videos, it's kind of hard for me to see what I'm doing. So I try to do the best I can. And off camera, I'll fix them up. But for today's nail set, I didn't have to go back in, fill anything in. Everything was good. This here is a pop out set, by the way. So later on in the video, well, I don't think it's this. Well, I think it's the one that's not gonna be filmed in this one. One of her nails looked weird because we had to glue it back on. She was doing God knows what, and it popped off. But anyways, as far as content, sometimes I get tired of doing my hands for content, so I just tell my sister to let me do hers. And of course, sometimes she get to pick out the set. Sometimes I do what I want, and of course, I think she picked out this set, and it was perfect because, like I said earlier, me and her went to Hobby Lobby, and she was like picking out crystals. So I said, "Oh, you should get pink," and I'm like, "I don't never do pink because excuse me, I really don't like the color pink." But she picked them out, and we used them. Um, I've been to Hobby Lobby probably 6 times already. Spent over two, maybe $300 worth of money on these crystals, and I do not regret it. But gosh, I gotta stay out of Hobby Lobby. They got some good stuff. I should definitely check it out. Of course, I don't always get like nail stuff. I went and got some fall decorations. Well, not really fall, whatever decorations, just to decorate my little room, or whatever the case may be. I did have a haul video, but I stopped filming in the middle of it because I just felt like it got boring watching me open crystals and organize them, so I stopped filming. I do got some more. They was reduced down to like $3 to $4 for a pack that's usually like $11.99. So yeah, I definitely got a steal on those. For the most part, I need to buy some more stuff to organize and restock on some of the essentials that I got. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see that haul video or whatnot. But for the most part, usually when I get packages and stuff, I don't think about filming it, so I just go ahead and unbox them. But anyways, moving right along, we're almost done with application. Like I said, everything is in real time except for the shaping and filing. I did speed that up because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I get tired of just seeing shaping and filing. I did want to say that I have some acrylics. I'm probably gonna swatch them and just show y'all what they look like, just in case anybody wants them. Usually with me, I just don't care about how much you pay for them, as long as shipping is covered. So if shipping is like $11, 15 we do me just fine. For some of these, but I'm really thinking about should I start back. I haven't fully decided on if I am, but if I do, y'all just let me know for the ones who actually, want to buy some. I'm not gonna be doing like how I did last time. It's gonna be like very limited. I used to make some for myself, but I stopped because I just felt unmotivated to do nails. But now I'm back in the spirit. I did have my nails done, y'all. I had to chop them off because I don't know. I get annoyed and I be wanting something new literally 2 days after doing them. So I just be like, you know what? That's why I do pop up sets, and that's why I keep my nails so I can wear them as press ons instead of just doing them, to keep them and stay on. But I am going to try something out where I'm actually going to keep my nails on just to see how my retention is as far as, when it's time for me to start taking real life clients. Of course I do my sister's nails, but sometimes they be ready to get their nails done, took them off because they play in sports and all that good stuff. But I really want to test out retention and see how that will work. But I'm gonna do that on myself because I use my hands a lot, and if I can keep my nails on, then I know clients and other people like that can keep their hands and nails on, and retention probably be really good. But anyways, I know I'm talking a lot, but this video is long, so I'm gonna yap just a little bit. When we get to nail art portion, y'all definitely gonna hear me yap because I struggle but enjoy these nails a lot. Shaping and filing, something real simple, so I spelled it up. Everything else, I had people mainly on TikTok or what else was it? Yeah, TikTok. They'll ask me like, "Can we see a tutorial?" Because usually I just post the nails and go out my day. But sometimes I get comments like, "Oh, how do you do this? How do you do that?" So that's why I do YouTube. For the longer content, because some people don't know how to do like a simple application like with acrylic or French tip. I'm not good at all these things, but I know how to do it, so I show it. But yeah, um, I'm not just gonna give up on doing longer content altogether, but I'm probably going to dim it down to doing short form content and stuff like that. But we will see how that goes. But anyways, y'all see if I can enjoy a little bit more of this, and I'll come back in a little bit later. All right, y'all. Now that everything is done, shaping, file, acrylic application, what I like to do instead of me using alcohol and then the brush to brush it off, I just use these alcohol pads. And y'all, some of y'all probably don't know. I used to do like press ons. That was good, but then I stopped. And I had these little alcohol pads left over, so now I just use them to just remove any dust or lint on the nails. You know, instead of wasting my money, I'm putting it towards using it instead of letting it sit. Because I was gonna give them away, but I was just like, I could use these, and now I'm using these. But anyways, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is mat these nails out because we're gonna be doing a lot of nail art, and you already know. If you don't know or haven't been put on game yet, mat your nails, and it will help lay the gel polish a lot smoother. For today's video, I think I'm using all Beetles products for the nail art portion. Like I said, y'all, I've switched over. I find it a lot easier for me to use Beetles for nail art, even doing full coverage nails. Um, Madam Glam just wasn't getting it for me. Now, I'm not saying that there's something wrong with Madam Glam products, but I will say, as far as doing nail art or, well, basically nail art, it didn't look like opaque, really pigmented when I wanted to do design and stuff. And I don't like to go on top of, with more gel polishes when I do nail art because a lot of times my nails be looking weird and it kind of makes it look lumpy and bumpy when I'm going over on top with more gel polish, like doing two coats. Now, granted, doing like two coats, if doing a full nail is different from doing nail art when you're doing a lot of designs and stuff. You can do two coats and your nails won't be looking lumpy and bumpy. But trying to do stars or people and stuff and then going over with two coats, it looked weird and I didn't like that. But I found out that Beetles was a good alternative for nail art and I started using it now. A lot of people might say, oh, it's cheap or this and that. What works for you, and what works for me works for me. Um, a lot of people gonna have controversy about brands and stuff like that. And in the business where people say if your clients see you using cheaper products, they'll think that, oh, your nails not worth it. But to each his own. I don't really care. If it gets the job done, it gets the job done. If anything, the clients want to do their own nails, they can go ahead and do it. But hey, I was struggling with these nails, y'all. Let me just tell y'all, I don't know what it is. I am using my Dream Nail Supply liner brushes, which I never had a problem with. I really think it's come from me like cleaning them out with alcohol, and I think every once in a while I do acetone, and it's literally just drying out the brush, cleaning the little hairs up. You really, what I learned is use base coat to clean your brushes out and to make them last longer, which I just feel like messing with the gel, doing all that takes time when I can just use alcohol and get it right. But y'all will see when I start going in and then and doing like detailed lines with the black gel polish. It kind of looked like comic book style, which I wasn't mad at it, but it was kind of sloppy. I was trying to go for a much cleaner look, but in the end, it came out cute, so I wasn't really worried about it. As far as everything else goes, like I said, Beetle gel polishes got the job done. This is a Dream Nail Supply liner brush. I will try to link everything in the description box if I do remember everything that I use. As far as the crystals, like I said, those are preciosas. I got them from Hobby Lobby. You can get them from what's it called? Whatever, Blue Streak, I think. But it was cheaper at Hobby Lobby, so check out your local Hobby Lobby for some crystals. And of course, right now I think nationwide they're still having 40% off on the craft section. So just check them out, and a lot of stuff is being reduced. I got some jet black ones for 89 cents, and it came in a 20 pack. I just bought some more. I got a lot of them. Like I didn't film them, but I got some crystals. Like I said in the previous video, excuse me, I'm trying to get rid of the other ones. Like I bought some from Temu, I think, or Shein, and I don't even use them. But I'm thinking about just getting rid of them. Like those things was like $15. So I don't know if I just want to get rid of them. They're actually brand new. I probably only used like 5 crystals out of each box that I use because I don't really use them. But anybody interested in them, let me know. I really gotta replace the ones before I sell them because I might need them. But if anyone's interested in them, they're brand new. Let me know and I'll ship it to you, whatever the case may be. I really don't have no problem with it. I think I got red, green, silver, blue, gold. There's one more color I got. I think I got pink. And these are the big cases with the 24 compartments. They're brand new. Probably only used them a couple of times and probably used less than 10 crystals out of each box. Some of them I haven't used at all. But anyways, y'all see what we doing. The French tip is looking really, really good. This is in real time, so you will see me just taking my time and just doing the nails. Like I said, y'all, I'm not a perfectionist or a nail artist when it comes to stuff like this. So when I do nails, I don't be trying to be like, oh, I gotta get this line crispy, I gotta get this line straight. I do nails just to do them. You know what I'm saying? Long as the person who getting the nails done like them, I really don't care. Now that might sound a little bad, but I don't care. Um, like I cannot draw to save my life, but I know how to do a little 1 2 1 2. So when it comes to nail art, I am not like full out drawing characters and all of that stuff. I do the basics and that's it. And like I said, I'm not a perfectionist, so if it looks okay to me, I'm going with the flow. I'm not trying to go in clean nothing up, none of that. I try to get it right the first time so I don't have to deal with this stuff. But for the most part, I think I did really, really good. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. This set I'm using like 3 different pinks, a black. Now I did have a reflective pink that I didn't even use at all. So that's that. Now I did get this nail art plate or whatever. It was gifted to me, but I'm loving it. I probably need to find me some more like that. Of course they got some of the other ones. Y'all know the little fancier ones, the resin ones, whatever they call. You can buy them anywhere on Temu, Shein, AliExpress, Alibaba, whatever. You can get them anywhere. I don't know what I did with mine. I probably threw them away because once they get nasty and old, I throw my stuff away. I don't like to hoard. I don't like to keep anything, and then I turn around and regret, you know, getting rid of it, and then I go buy it again. But that's just life. But anyways, I don't remember the color names. That's one thing I don't remember. But you can always just find something similar and just use it, you know. So a lot of people get mad when you don't tell them the exact color that you use. But if you find something similar, just use it. I don't remember the colors. All I know is 3 different pinks, a black. That's about it. But yeah. I don't really have too much else to say, y'all. I'm not gonna yap and yap all day. So I'm gonna let y'all enjoy a little bit more of this and I'll come back in a little bit later. Alright, now moving on to the ring finger. As you can see, I don't cure my nails in between once I get done. I do them all at the same time. Now, if you're clumsy, which I am, but sometimes I don't care, just go ahead and cure. Once you get one nail done, cure. Like I said, I was doing this one hand for this video and the other hand for a different like content format. So usually what I would do is do everything at once, cure that, and while that's curing, I work on the other hand. But for this, I did everything all at once. So as you can see, the pinky, the thumb, they're still uncured, and I'm working on the ring nail. Now we're doing a cute little plaid design, you know, something simple, something you've seen a million times before on the ring nail. Now, I will say that the nail art ain't my, the straight lines ain't my, strong hand. So it was a little crooked, a little rigid, but to me, I really don't care about this stuff. I just try to do at least some clean artwork. As you can see, y'all, I don't edit my videos. I leave everything in. So you'll see me clean my brushes off, moving stuff around, cleaning stuff up. I literally keep everything in. I'm not big on editing or trying to make myself look perfect. You will literally see all mistakes and everything that I do in my videos. And for this video, especially, it's in real time. So you're gonna see how slow I'm really am when I'm doing nail art and all that crazy stuff. Like I'm literally sitting here pondering, like, what should I do on this nail? And I'm thinking, like, should I use black? And I'm probably gonna change my mind and use another color. So then I know where I just said create, because I was like thinking, like, what should I do next? But anyways, I moved back on to the pinky, and I think I was doing a what's it called, the patched look. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. You know, the little patches with the nails. Yeah, I was struggling to do this stuff. Um, Now, of course, I can always say I'm not good at this, but to somebody else, I probably did these perfect. Um, but I know we gotta stop comparing ourselves to others and start comparing ourselves to ourselves and only getting better from what we know and what we do. It can take somebody 2 seconds to perfect their craft, and it probably take me 6 years to do it. So you, if you haven't heard this before, comparison is a thief of joy. So stop comparing yourself to what others do, because I've seen a lot of people just whip it, just do it naturally good in their art. Me on the other hand, child, I'll be struggling just to paint a line. So, and of course, practice makes progress. Nobody is really perfect. Anybody that is perfectionist, they're always gonna see some type of flaw, which can hurt them in the long run. But like I said, I don't care. Like if I mess up, I leave it at is, because it's gonna take me a million times trying to perfect something and make it look right. As far as doing nails, like I feel like nail art should show a couple of mistakes and stuff. Like when I look at nails, it looks just perfect. I be thinking like, ooh, that looks like AI. You know, it's becoming real popular now. But anyway, that doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, I just think like, how the heck you do that and they look so unreal. Like when I see people that do art and I can spot a mistake, I be like, ooh, I like that. Like you can see every little detail, or some things that's not details in the nails. I just find it cool. But y'all let me know. Are y'all big on nail art? Are you trying to learn how to do it? Or if you know somebody who like breaks down and teaches you how to get better at nail art, because I really don't watch people do like nail art tutorials, but I be seeing people do beautiful nails and they don't be filming it. Like I be trying to figure out, how did you do that? How do you layer? How do you do shadowing? Now I know a lot of big creators, not big, but I'm saying like people that's more popular that do them, but they be moving too fast and I can't understand nothing. So y'all let me know some channels here on YouTube, preferably, because on TikTok I really don't watch it. I prefer YouTube. Well, I will say I prefer YouTube, but I don't even be on YouTube anymore, y'all. I am so behind on everybody. I'm probably 6 months behind on watching people content. Um, one day I was watching, who was it? Like Jen, then I commented on it. She was like, "Girl, I was just thinking about you." Like, yeah, I've been gone for a minute. But it's nothing towards nobody. Like I said, I've been unmotivated to just watch, to create content, to do anything. Sometimes I like to sit and watch other things that's not nail related, just so I don't feel overstimulated or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, I'm probably gonna try to get back into watching content. If y'all see me in y'all videos, just know I watched it. Sometimes I can watch a video and don't remember nothing that happened and just come in a heart. But if I'm actually replying and responding, that means I was intrigued with the video and I loved it. But that's beside the point. It don't really matter. Am I the only one that feel like that? Like you don't want to watch nails all the time? Like I know this is a nail channel, but sometimes I just don't want to watch or produce nail content all the time. But yeah, as y'all can see, I'm so slow when it comes to doing this stuff. Like, yeah, it's pretty straightforward, start to finish, but it's just taking so long to do it. But anyways, I know y'all tired of hearing me yapping, so I'm gonna let y'all watch this a little bit more, and I'm gonna come back in a little bit later. just had to hop in because this pumpkin right here, y'all, it was actually easy. Like all I did was just outline what I thought what it would look like. And of course, you gotta go back in with the black to outline it again and do the little enhancements, which I messed up, but if anybody else watching it, you wouldn't know it. Well, some people might know it, but it kind of looked like a comic book as far as doing it like the regular way. Y'all know what I'm saying? The way it looks. Like if you ever seen comic books, it got like a lot of shadowing and a lot of more, I don't know, texture, whatever. I don't know. I don't know nothing about this. So the words I'm using probably not even the correct words that it's supposed to be to describe it. But I was just doing something. As you can see, this don't even look like pumpkin, right? But when I get the outlining with that black, you can't tell I ain't mess up. But anyway, sit back and enjoy this, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Now, for our index nail, I don't know what I wanted to do, but I think she showed me something. It was like a tree. So I was just like, ooh, what if we did like the breast cancer ribbons loop, but into a tree? But then I was like, that might not look right. I might do another set and do it so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But I just decided to do like some leaves. These wasn't leaves, like I said. When it comes to nail art, I don't care how it looks as long as it looks cohesive and it looks like what it's supposed to look like, kind of. I'm gonna do it. So I was just randomly doing some shapes. At first you probably like, what the heck is this? But once I get to putting the little details on now, you can tell it's a tree. Now for the ones that's hating and say you can't tell it's a tree, forget you, okay? It's definitely a tree in my eyes. So we're not gonna worry about if it's a tree or not, because I know it's a tree. She knew it was a tree. And some people that's watching this video know it's a tree. So once it comes all together, which it will in the end, you'll see that it's a tree. But right now it looks like some blobs of crap on the nails. But we're not gonna worry about that, okay? Once we get to doing all this nail art and all this good stuff, you won't even pay it no mind. If you mess up with nails, you can always throw bling on it and it will fix it. But anyways, enjoy this. I'll be right back. was talking about, y'all. I don't know. It was this liner. The hair was all everywhere. So when I was trying to do this detailed, outline the patches, it looked like a little kid scribbled on these. Like I messed up so bad. I was gonna redo it, but I was actually exhausted, tired, and just really wanted to just say forget these nails and pop them off. Like I told y'all earlier, this is a pop off set. So when I get mad and don't feel like doing no more, when I'm doing my sister nails, I literally just rip them up because with my pop out method, they come right up. It don't hurt none of that. And she just be sitting there with her mouth wide open when I do it, and she asks why. A lot of times she be thinking I'm mad at her, but then I be mad at myself because I'm messing up. I was gonna do that with this nail, as you can see, it's a little sloppy, right? Um, I just said forget it and kept going, which I'm glad I did because overall it came out nice from a far distance. When you get up close on these nails, Lord Jesus, like somebody just scribbled on them, like they look scribbled on. But for the most part, I definitely need to start cleaning my brushes out properly. Like I said, do what I say and not what I do, which I don't see me doing it, which I do because I did put it in the camera. Um, Use base coat to clean your liner brushes out so they can last longer, especially the ones that you pay a lot of money for. You know what I'm saying? So don't be like me, put in alcohol acetone because all you're doing is drying them out, and then you're gonna be struggling to do nail art. Now, granted, if you're doing the little alcohol acetone and you don't have no problems with your brushes, keep doing it. That's you. To each his own. I'm just saying what I'm, doing from experience and the brushes that I'm using. But yeah, goodness gracious, y'all. I about tore these liner brushes up and was struggling doing these nail art. And these are brand new. I just bought these probably a couple of months ago, but this is my first time or second time using them. So as you see right here, pulling the hair out. This will happen when you put acetone and all that alcohol in your brushes multiple times in one set. The hair's gonna start pulling out, especially with acetone. With the acetone, you're literally melting the glue that bonds the hairs together in your liner brush. So don't do that. As far as this right here, we're trying to do the second pumpkin. Like I told y'all, I see the vision. The vision wasn't seeing me at first until I started lining it with the black. Um, both hands did not look the same at all. I would say the right hand looked better than the left, probably because I was exhausted and I had just finished getting off work when I did the left hand, so it looked sloppy, which I take full responsibility for because it was sloppy. I don't care. Like if it's a pop-up set, I don't really go all out. Of course, that's creating bad habits, and we start doing clients and stuff like that. It might roll over to your actual work, which I know I can cut that off, stop, but it's best to do it now and just practice doing, actual good work instead of just doing some choppy work. But for me, if I'm creating content, I really don't care what the full outcome look like. But if I'm actually doing somebody else who's paying, oh, they're gonna look good, they're gonna look decent. My sisters don't pay for her. She don't pay for her nails. Like I just do her nails for videos, and she get to keep them. Okay, so she really don't have too much of a say so on what's cute, what's ugly, unless she's actually keeping them on, which she really don't do, because I only do pop off on her. Besides, like her birthday nail, of course. But like I said, with the pop off sets, I don't go full out. I don't try to make sure everything is at least perfect. So with these nails, they look a little crappy, but hey, it got the job done and I did it. So back on the nail with the tree. Don't come for me. It looks like some leaves, right? Right? You can agree with me, right? It looks a little bit like leaves, probably crunched up ones. But they're leaves. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all sit back and enjoy a little bit more. And I'm gonna come back in a little bit later. All right, y'all, I am back. As y'all can see, you got the black out. We finna outline this. Now, what it look like is some crappy rainbow heels or whatever, but watch me. Y'all see how the line of brushes, the hairs is just flicking everywhere? It's like a comic book, right? But at first, I'm telling my sister, this ugly, and I was about to wipe it off. But something told me to keep going. Just watch how I transform this nail to something beautiful that look like it came out of a comic book. Granted, it wasn't supposed to look like this. It's supposed to look a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. And of course, the black was not given pigmented at all, so it looked a little weird. Um, Let me know what size brushes do y'all use to do like detail lines, outlines, and stuff. Like what size? I think this is a 7 or 5. Y'all let me know. I think some people use like 3. I think you go that low. Y'all let me know. But these pumpkins, you see the vision, right? I see the vision, so I think y'all can see the vision. It's looking really, really good. Of course, I wanted them a lot cleaner. If y'all seen nails before, like this type of nail design, they come a lot cleaner. But I'm liking the comic book looking look. You know, it kind of looked like it's some shadowing going on with the pumpkin. Um, was I going for that? No, but hey, it looks decent, so I kept it in. We kept it. Of course, I'm gonna go in and do the stem. The stem really brought the nails together, as y'all can see. Yeah, I'm loving it. I think the middle nail is my favorite one, and of course, for the nails that I messed up a little bit, I'm gonna add a little razzle dazzle, a little bling on there, so it takes the attention off the nail art and onto the shiny bling, which I will see in a second once I get done doing my little 1 2 1 2 on these nails. But just sit back and enjoy this, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and top coat these nails and add some bling to them. Now I know some of y'all wasn't trusting the process with this index nail. You see it's a tree now. This is a couple branches off the tree. You see the vision now, right? Like y'all see it, right? But anyways, as far as for these terrible nails that I did, like the pinky and the thumb, I'm gonna add just a little bit of bling, 2 little dip dabs. And then for the ring nail, these lines are so choppy, sloppy, and just crazy. I had to add a little something to tie it in. Of course, y'all already know. Breast cancer awareness month, so instead of the little ribbon, I did the bow charm. Of course, we did pink. This whole nail set is just pink everywhere. Pink, 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 pink. Y'all let me know if y'all want more pink nail designs, because this is probably the only time I'll do pink nail designs in October. I'm not a pink girl, so maybe I will be doing more pink nail designs on my sister, who I think doesn't really care for pink either. But hey, it's breast cancer awareness month in October, so we're doing them, right? But yeah, y'all send me some pictures or something y'all want me to do. A little bit of nail art, not nothing crazy, but something that I'm capable of doing, or you think I'm capable of doing. I will try, but if it comes out sloppy, choppy, I might not post it, and I will let you know. But yeah, send me some inspos and stuff. I want to get more into nail art and drawing and stuff. So send me some stuff that's cute, fall. I don't do Halloween nails, so please do not send me anything Halloween related. I do not do it. But yeah, send some cute fall nails. Of course, it doesn't have to be the color pink. I can always, vision what pink will look like on the nails, just to switch out colors. And yeah, that's basically it. I am using some Preciosas from Hobby Lobby, like I said, 40% off right now. Go and get you some if yours have any. I think these are size 16 and 12. I don't remember. I am losing my voice, y'all. I've been talking too much, so I'm gonna end the video off right here. Hope y'all enjoyed this very long but hopefully entertaining video, and let me know if you learned something or you learned something that you don't need to do. But anyways, thank y'all so much for sticking around and watching this long video. Will I do another one like this? Who knows? Probably not with all this talking. But I will try to link everything in the description box down below if anyone's interested. Let me know from all the things that y'all want to see me do some more custom acrylics, or y'all want to see a little bit more educational videos. Just let me know what y'all want to see, and of course send me some inspo pictures y'all want me to try out. I can do like a nailed it, filled it type of vibe with videos. But yeah, that's it. I am exhausted from talking, so I'm gonna stop talking. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Until next time, bye.